Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy night to join me. I really appreciate that. I really do. And so, mathematically speaking, I'm fairly certain that we are quickly approaching the day that would come in order for me to facilitate the absolute need to make 4 videos a day. You feel me? To get to our 1,000. And so this has been on my mind constantly, probably more than a lot of other things, for example, this week. And the irony of that is that I do want to talk tonight to all of you lovely people out there, as it concerns like some motivational stuff, and like you don't already get it enough from me, you feel me? I mean, it's some real interesting content on this channel. And so I want to remind everybody that there's nothing more that you can do in life than giving things your best. Sometimes it doesn't work out, you know? Talking to the guy who has again just experienced a lot of loss and not so much gain or success, and oftentimes as a direct result of my own self kind of behavior in the past and so forth. And so, you're talking to somebody with a little bit of experience as it concerns taking L's. I take them quite graciously, and I really don't have many regrets. The regrets I do have in life are, close to my heart, and they'll stay there, and there's just a few of them. And the thing is, something that is a perpetual regret for me is when I don't give things my all. And how does that make sense? What are you talking about? Vlogs about nothing, guy? Well, what I'm talking about is the fact that I just think because I've grown up as an athlete, and because those athletics have included mind stuff as it concerns speech and debate and forensics, all of which are definitely athletic skills and so forth. I mean, just training a different part of your body. Is the brain a muscle? Do I ask weird questions? I know that I do, but at least I ask them shamelessly and just sort of very authentically. And you guys know what I'm talking about. But regardless, there's nothing that bothers me more than when I don't try my hardest. And it's always been a thing for me. I don't like it. I don't like not attempting at the very most my absolute best. And I feel like the last 10 years or so, as a result of my own decision making, I've put myself into a place where there's just one way out. And that one way is just right in front of me. I understand so many more things with clarity as I get older. And I think the biggest part of getting older is just quickly learning how to categorically place your regrets and how to really address those before it becomes too much of an issue. I really feel like that happens to a lot of people in life, and it's always been something I've been extremely afraid of, scared of. I'm scared of some things, and I think because I'm so scared of failing that I've just openly accepted failure the last 10 years as it concerns just giving up and not trying. And I feel like I've only done myself a disservice, as well as most recently the people who have supported me, the person who has supported me, financially, obviously, and all of the kinds of commitments that I've made with full hearted complacency in the recognition that duties are to be fulfilled. And so I also understand that I just need to give it my all. And that's all that I can do. That's all I will ever do. And anything short of that is an insult to me. And I really feel like if we all just tried a little bit harder, the world might be a better place. And I know I'm thoroughly convinced of this. I've made some self sacrifices personally to ensure that um, I at least have the wherewithal to still sort of loosely understand my place in life and where I want to go and where I am and who I will become. Because I am just growing up, and I don't feel bad for saying that anymore. I think it was one of the bigger things the last 10 years that I was really dealing with was just the fact that I was unsure of what the future would be for me as it concerned decision making and where I wanted to be in life. And I feel like I've questioned myself so much that nothing has ever really changed because people don't ever change. And I say that because I've always wanted to do certain things and become a certain person, and yet I've been my own worst enemy in so many different ways, in so many different levels. And I just feel like as I get older, I really need to give it my all. There was a couple of years ago, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, where I took a real estate exam certification course thing here in New Mexico to be a real estate agent. And, I did a really good job in the class and I exceeded as I normally do with that kind of setting and teaching and so forth. I excelled. I felt very confident going into it, but I failed. And I think that failure between the two of us was really, it meant more to me now than I knew it did then, as it concerned not always even performing on a level that I know that I'm capable of performing at. And I feel like that's the thing that's got me as I've got old is the fact that I feel like when you give it your all and I've already been there and you lose everything and you perpetually lose, you're still not doing something right. You may be giving it your all, but you're still not doing something right. And I think I've always failed in that category in terms of I just don't really understand quite yet how to correlate the two as it is with failure and then really recognizing that that particular failure is just something that you can grow from. Right after I failed a real estate exam, I then went on to unsuccessfully open and run a food truck. Um, there's been a lot of loss, and not to mention that, moreover than any of all that, I've also dealt with some personal loss. My best friend passed away on my birthday, and that was my grandma, and that's always, I mean, I'm a person, I miss her and stuff like that, and it's unfortunate that she's not around to sort of see her best friend grow up finally, and that's tough. I think so. That's another regret that I have that I will always have, and no amount of money or success will ever be able to fill some of the voids that I've created for myself in life. And that's definitely unfortunate, I guess. I guess it's more unfortunate when you don't take the opportunities in life that you have to be the best person that you can be simply because you really don't know about tomorrow and it's never really quite promised and life is crazy and things happen very quickly and um, it's just been an interesting ride for me. And I almost feel ashamed that it's taken me this long to really understand some of those very simple things. And I just am interested and always have been in becoming the best person that I can be. And I feel like giving it your all is just one kind of an example of growth, of personal growth. And while I'm not a huge fan of growth. I mean, I spend my entire life in complete avoidance, trying to just do nothing. But not only is that kind of unfair on a real life level, obviously, but it also doesn't allow me to pursue the kinds of opportunities in life that I might otherwise wouldn't, because of I don't, I'm just trying to get through my day. And so I just hope that all of you guys are very well. And I know that I just kind of ramble on here sometimes during these vlogs, and I promise there will be 3 more tonight, and it won't be entirely ecocentric. It won't just be focused on me and or my thought. Although, isn't the entire show like that? Irony works weird. And so, again, I just hope that y'all are safe. I hope that you're enjoying your Saturday night. And more importantly, I hope that whatever it is you do in life, you make sure and do your absolute best. And if for nobody else, then just yourself. I mean, there's no kind of wealth in the tangible asset world that can provide the kind of feeling that comes from leaving it all out on the court, because that's all you can do. And anything more than that is just quite simply something that is not possible. And I'm a firm believer in anything is possible. So, when you finally reach that point where you're giving it all that you've got, you're being the person that you think that you can be, that you want to be, and just don't lose faith in that. Don't ever lose faith in yourself. You don't need to have faith in anything else. Not anything, superstitious or religious, or just yourself. And I feel like if we were just taught that, and if people just told us that more, we'd feel a lot better about ourselves. And again, it's that feeling that is real wealth. It's just knowing that it's not up to you, and at some point you got to give it on up to whoever else it becomes their decision to make, both figuratively and literally. But there's nothing that can ever take away the person that you are and the person that you are trying to be. And again, most over your complete self, even on a bad day. Just push through it. You feel me? I hope that you guys have a really good night, and thanks again for watching my channel. Bye.